This week, Josh is on location at Kira's K-9 charity event. We climb the corporate ladder in Human Resource Machine, and Memoranda explores the doom beneath. Everybody make fun of Rev because he's at IndieCade. This is episode 69 of the Indie Game Riot.
Indie Game Riot! Hey everybody, this is Josh, and I am here with Indie Game Riot on site, as Tech mentioned in the intro, for Indie Game Riot at Kira's K-9 charity event. So it's a LAN party.
Please excuse the background noise.
There's a lot of background noise. I'm using, it's all Wi-Fi in this place. We're at a game shop in a back room, and I'm using the Wi-Fi, and I have not my microphone, not my camera, all this sort of stuff. So excuse that, but it's really cool because the energy in here is cool. Right now there's a Super Smash Brothers tournament going on. People are playing Zelda, there's Tekken, people playing a lot of Call of Duty, all that sort of stuff. And I remind you that, first of all, let's say, hey everybody here! Give a cheer for Kira's K-9! Yeah! There it is! Alright, you're live on the internet, you're famous now. Everyone sign each other's whatever you have. So, also, just so you know, and for everyone who's on the stream, sorry if I'm yelling at you into the microphone, but just so you know, for every $1 that you donate to Kira's K-9 charity is an entry into getting a pack of indie games, 5 or more of free indie games if you donate. So kind of free.
Well, you'd have to donate.
There we go.
But
all right.
They can't hear me. I can talk as loud as I want.
Yeah, you can talk as loud as you want. Say whatever you want. Well, don't say whatever you want. Don't want to get kicked off of live stream. So don't say the usual stupid crap that you say. You always dig yourself a hole.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, first of all, I mean, we should go about this since this is the episode, like we normally do. How's your week been, Tech?
Right. My week has been pretty calm, pretty relaxed. Jesse and I hung out a lot. We both got kind of sick. Jesse more sick than me, but we're both doing a little better. I delivered a 45 pizza order today.
Hold on. People are waving. They want...
Oh, people are waving?
That guy's
they don't want to hear about my story?
There he goes. No, you can continue your story.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's their...
So me and another driver at work had to deliver a 45 pizza
Sorry,
order today, which was a little crazy because that's a lot of I had 30 pizzas in my car. I put them all in my trunk. They were 6, 7 stacks of pizza.
You're getting prepped up for Halloween parties, right?
Oh no, dude! Halloween pizza on Halloween is the busiest day. It's the busiest day at this dang place. It's so busy that we are capping the number of future time orders in an hour or every 15 minutes to 2. So if you want, this is some special high profile oh yeah, no, you're not on the list, you're probably not going to get a pizza for 90 minutes. It's the busiest day. If you call out on Halloween, you get fired. That's how busy it is. We're talking every single person in the entire store is working. The not the regional manager, but the manager of 3 of the local stores comes in to help. We've got our GM in. Everybody is dedicated a specific place.
Yeah.
And so you don't move from that place. And then, drivers are I gotta take a triple. I gotta take a quadruple. My first day working was Halloween of last year.
Ari.
And after shadowing
I spilled.
After shadowing with
it's on my laptop, don't worry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I
know I'm distracting.
I made $20 in tips. I made $20 in tips, and I didn't even drive.
Wow,
last
Rich.
Halloween. So.
They don't even know who you are, really.
So I yelled at him. What's up?
What are you streaming?
What am I streaming on? I'm streaming on Hitbox.
So Josh.
Hitbox is like Twitch.
So while Josh talks to fine people at the Kira's K-9 live charity event, I'd just like to let you guys know that if you are in the live show right now, there's a link in the sidebar there where you can click and donate if you like. And I think Josh is trying to get people to do.
I've got to be charming. I know this is very distracting to you, Tech, because it's not what you're used to. But I've got to interact with everyone.
No, I got this. If you want me to just talk while you're talking, I can do that.
You don't have
if
to
you
talk
got people that you got to schmooze and you know what I mean. So Josh, what did you do today, or what did you do this week?
What I do this week? Well, I drove a lot, and I got mad a lot in traffic, and I'm trying to think if there was anything interesting that actually happened to me. I mean, other than this. This is the most interesting that's happened to me is doing this. I really don't know what to say. What's up? What's that?
When can I donate for the raffle?
You can donate anytime. There's people back there that will do that. Make sure that they write down your name and how much money that you donated. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's totally cool.
Oh, I shifted the camera too. What the
I almost wish I was there. Oh, you touched Skype. Why'd you touch Skype?
I didn't mean to.
This is going to be a little bit of a less polished episode, ladies and gentlemen. Because
Absolutely.
Rev right now is an Indiecade.
But it's fun.
Josh right now is at a live high energy event.
This guy.
And I'm over here just
this guy's security?
trying to talk about Indie Game.
This guy's security. Doesn't he look like
that
he will punch you right in the face if you do something wrong?
Totally. It's good that he's there.
He's good at his job.
Tell him thank you.
Yeah, thank you. He said. He's very good at his job.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, but basically nothing has really happened to me until now. I've been kind of preparing for this a little bit. I wrote, some articles, and then there's a lot going on this weekend with Rev at Indiecade. And next week we're not even going to be able to talk about Indiecade. It's next week's Halloween episode. I did get my kids. I did get my kids costumes finally. They're going to be pirates, both of them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Classic costume, but they will look very very cute. And we had caramel apples today. My wife would like to for me to tell everyone that we made caramel apples and ate them. So
cool.
That was my exciting event.
Did you omit the most important ingredient of the razors?
Actually, we added because apparently there's an ecstasy. We injected ecstasy into them because apparently that's a thing.
Oh,
this
okay,
Halloween.
cool.
Yeah.
Because
Candy this Halloween is supposed to have.
like...
It's supposed to have ecstasy this time around. I don't know.
Of course. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. What? just keep an eye out for kids who are like freaking out.
Hundreds of dollars of drugs.
It's going to be hard to tell because they're like sugar high ecstasy. Who knows? I don't know.
But if you eat too many of those, I think if you go to the hospital, they'll probably be able to help you out with an Indie News injection.
Are you bored with the same old games?
Yeah.
Why, then give yourself an Indie News injection.
Thanks, Indie Games.
Everybody, this is Josh. This is Indie News Injection. Even though there's not any news, this is actually live from Kira's K-9, and I'm here with Ari Cora. If you remember, he was actually on one of our previous episodes.
Hello.
20-something, I forget what episode it was. And talking about Kira's K-9. Now he's actually organized this LAN party, who you saw a little bit of earlier out there, where they are raising funds for Kira to get a service dog to help her independence.
Make sure to talk more into that microphone, Josh.
I'm talking as best I can, you prick.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I
know. To get her independence, I was actually talking to her earlier, and we'll talk to her probably after Cora. After Ari.
People call me all of them.
There we go. After Ari. And she uses a walker sometimes, but she has to be supervised in case she falls over. So the dog actually helps her be a little bit more independent because the dog will be there to help her up in case she does fall over. So that's one of the cool things about the dog. Of course, the dog can help in case she falls. Go get she has like a help button, so that way it calls. Is it 911?
Yep.
It
She
just
has
calls
a life alert, basically.
Yeah, it just calls 911, and Yeah, I need to be a little bit close. It's a little awkward.
Hello.
And
Hello.
it's basically like Life Alert, and the dog will be trained to go get that for her, so in case of emergencies, all that sort of stuff. Of course, it helps her in just general life situations, getting stuff that she needs that she might not be able to reach or something like that. So, and a companion.
And who doesn't want a dog?
Yeah, exactly, a companion. So again, Ari Kora here.
Hello, guys.
Tell us about yourself. You were part of Tricky Wolf Gaming, correct?
Yep, I am the CEO and founder of Tricky Wolf Gaming. As always, like I said before, we're a game development company as well as a charity company. We do charities, events, and live streams most of the time year-round with usually our end of summer bash happening in July or August.
This is the end of summer bash?
No, this is just one.
I wasn't sure if it was like extra summer bash.
No, this one usually for the end of summer bash, I rent out a hotel ballroom and transform it into a giant LAN convention.
Woo! Awesome. And there's a good amount of people, like I said, the energy's cool because they still got the Smash Brothers tournament going on. People are having fun, eating, donating, which of course everyone is who donates will get a chance to win those games. So please donate and help out as much as possible. Ari,
Here in the live show.
Yeah, live show or here.
Yeah, honestly, either one.
Yeah.
On our website, you can go to the Kira's K-9 link.
Yep.
It talks about Kira's K-9 as well as pictures of the organization and just different moments throughout Kira's life. And there's a donate button. You can just donate and help her get a service dog.
And that's the link for those of you in the chat.
Yep.
And so, Ari, first of all, I know you're a little bit stressed out because you've been running this whole thing, but so far, tell everyone what exactly is planned for the night.
Well, for the rest of the
night,
weekend,
actually.
Well, for the rest of tonight, basically, it's just going to be a couple different tournaments from Halo 4 to Counter-Strike, something for both console and PC gamers of all kinds. There's plenty of food sales going on. We're selling T-shirts, candy, energy drinks, the whole works. Everyone's going to get hyper and just bouncing off the wall, but it's going to be a great time. And of course, tomorrow all day we're going to be running tournaments as well as different food sales. We have all these different sponsors to thank for donating food, and it's going to be a great event.
Yeah, a lot of really cool sponsors, so go check them out on the website just to thank the sponsors for helping out. Now, about Kira's K-9, how much are you looking for, and like kind of give information so people know why it costs that much, and that sort of stuff.
We are looking to raise $6,000 basically. So far, through it's been about a year so far. We've raised $2,000. So just any other kind of money that we can earn from this event or any other events, sandwich sales, fundraisers, etc., helps out. Basically, the dog costs so much because these dogs are trained basically from the moment they're born to be able to help people who are disabled, who have a handicap, just anything really. They're for companions. They're to help you fall, rescue, everything there. And these dogs, most people think they're animals, they're just trained to do this. They're lifesavers.
Yeah, it's really cool. And just so you know, too, that you can actually donate, not just this weekend, but anytime the donate button will be there. Because, I don't know whether or not we'll reach the goal tonight or not. But, you can donate anytime if they don't reach a goal.
Yeah. Literally everything helps out.
Yeah.
And then what Kira had told me recently, and I love the idea, is that after she's able to get her service dog, she is planning on becoming a foundation to help others get their service dogs.
Sweet.
Oh, man.
Okay, so continued support for Kira's K-9 will turn into not just helping her, but helping others. And of course, there's cerebral palsy awareness. And in case you didn't know, I'm going to talk about Kira about cerebral palsy, since if anyone's going to be the expert, it's her, since she has to deal with it. Yeah. And Tech, by the way, if you have any questions, I'll just repeat them to Ari, even though he can't hear you.
I will. I'm just listening to it.
All right.
I'm just really excited to be here and part of a great thing.
Now, as far as gamers are concerned, what do you think about the gaming community and how it helps out other people? What are your feelings about that?
See, a lot of people they label gamers as the kind of people that stay in their basements and just don't do anything. They just game and they're just kind of useless. It's the exact opposite. Gamers have come together over many, many years now. Extra Life, 1UP, Children's Miracle Network hospitals, everything like that. And even tonight, gamers have come together to show the support for Kira to help her get her service dog.
Awesome. Were you going to say something, Tech? I saw your mouth open.
No.
Oh. No.
So, and, within today and tomorrow, we're looking, at almost 80 guests. who signed up. People have just donated money just to help out and be there, and it's going to be a fun event.
Yeah, I saw some businesses were donating like $1 out of every sale that they had on your one page. Is there anything else, because I know you're busy, I don't want to keep you too long, is there anything else that you want people to know out there about Kira's K-9, about cerebral palsy, about this event, anything like that?
Just that, cerebral palsy, it's a serious disease. Kira is, as Josh said before, Kira is wheelchair bound, but she can move with supervision. She's working on physical therapy and everything like that. And we just heard the other day, Kira in December will actually be going for surgery to help strengthen her legs so that she'll be able to walk around more and just enjoy life.
That's amazing.
So if you can donate, please donate. Whatever, even a penny. Honestly, anything helps out, and it makes Kira happy, it makes me happy, and you're helping out the gaming community and Tricky Wolf and Kira's K-9.
There you go. Thanks, Artcore, for stopping in again with us. You are welcome anytime. And can you go get Kira?
Yes, can.
For me. Okay. And have her come on this side because there's wires on this side.
Sounds good.
I'll move the chair then. So, while we're waiting for Kira, what do y'all think? What do you think about the whole event, Tech?
I mean, some of my favorite memories, especially from high school, was getting a bunch of people together and playing a game. And LAN parties are one of those great things to bring people together. And if it's for a cause, it's even better. I kind of wish there were LAN parties around here. There aren't that many people who are interested in playing a whole lot of video games. There might be. There's a lot of Magic and tabletop stuff around here, which I'm really grateful for. But for anybody out there who might not even be able to donate money, or if you're listening to this after the fact on YouTube or on the website indiegameriot.com, even just find stuff like this local. Support a local cause. Get out there, meet new people. Because there are amazing people with amazing backgrounds and amazing stories, and you are doing yourself a disservice not hearing those.
While we're waiting for Kira, Prep was talking about in the chat here about I think it's kind of an interesting topic always, to talk about the stereotypes that gamers get. Also, I mean, with the whole last year with Gamersgate and all that sort of stuff that happened, there's kind of been this bad reputation that gamers have gotten between, the like you said in the chat, the WoW kind of guys from South Park where they're fat and pimply or whatever, and that whole stereotype, or the people that are assholes. Yeah. That's a small minority.
They're all angry and yell and.
Right, yeah. It's a small minority, and
with every large,
we've harped on this before.
We're probably having some connection problems.
A little bit. It's cool. But we've harped on this before, and talking about how great the indie game community especially is in supporting everyone. But it's not just indie games, it's gamers of all kinds, because like I said, a lot of AAA games here, obviously. But we wanted to do our part to show our support for Kira, cerebral palsy, and just our fellow gamer. So, still waiting for Kira. Not sure what's going on.
How about him?
Where's Kira supposed to be coming?
No, we're just, I guess Josh is having fun. I'm sitting here alone.
Yeah, we're still waiting. What's that?
Oh, and I think the connection is starting to repair itself too, which is awesome.
Release for the SNES.
The SNES? Yeah. 91.
So I guess we I guess we can't really say this enough. If you're listening on YouTube, there's gonna be a link down in the description for a donate link. If you feel like you want to donate, just to let you guys know, Indie Game Riot doesn't get a cent of that. That we're not, there isn't any incentive other than us being nice people. Also, Josh knows Ari personally, but I don't, and I still think this is a great cause. And I'm actually really excited to have Kira on the show, because cerebral palsy is one of those diseases that isn't as
it doesn't
widely
get a lot
understood,
of attention.
I think. No, it doesn't, and it's really hard too, because you see somebody with cerebral palsy, and the first instinct that a lot of people have who don't understand what's going on is oh, that person has a mental deficiency. No, it's not at all to do with a mental deficiency. It's a physical ailment where they don't have as much control over their bodies as a regular person, and that makes doing day-to-day things like really really hard.
And we'll talk to Kira about it, but she actually goes to school right now. So I mean, it really depends, because it's one of those diseases, disabilities that kind of ranges. For instance, I have a stepbrother who has cerebral palsy. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't know it unless you look closely at his hand, because one signature of cerebral palsy is the hand that curls in on itself. The Kira is she functions very well, obviously. She's going to school, she's here, she does a lot of stuff independently, but she is mostly wheelchair bound. She does have some issues with motor control and things like that. There's nothing that affects the mind. Now, on the very other end of things that really sucks, my mother actually used to be a nurse's aide for a girl that had cerebral palsy, and she was completely she couldn't do anything for herself. You know what I mean? She was just wheelchair bound. Yeah. She couldn't move her arms very well.
It's a range of problems.
Right. So, I mean, but she did, again, she went to school. She went to Hack, actually, which is a local community college. I said that like you're supposed to know what that means. And but again, it's one of those things that ranges a lot. I'm gonna see. Yeah. I know we're still recording and we're still in indie news, but I want to get Kira on this, so I'm gonna go see what's up with her and make sure she's okay. Because I know she is pretty shy.
Cut here?
She is pretty shy, so
okay.
I'll be right back.
So are we gonna cut for the?
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep recording
for the recorded audience,
but you can still talk.
All right, that's cool. All right, cool. I'm gonna take this opportunity to have a bite to eat.
All right. All right. So Kira's gonna be out soon. Kira's
I
gonna be
wasn't
out
talking.
Soon. You're not talking.
Right.
You're just.
She's sort of the reason of the party.
Yeah, she'll be out soon. She's just doing something that she needs help with, and then. But instead, I brought Saul, and apparently we're doing jelly beans
again.
Was it?
Yeah, it's bean boozled.
Bean boozled. Yeah. It's those jelly belly beans, and it's like either gross or good.
Yeah.
Apparently we're doing that, so we're gonna do that first later.
I'll take a green right now.
He screwed you over immediately.
That's because this one's vomit, isn't it?
This one's booger. Or
that's lime or lawn clippings, and that's peach or barf.
Awesome. I already did peach. I want to switch you. I want to switch you. I already did this flavor.
We're switching beans.
Yeah. I got his bean.
Okay.
Lawn clippings.
I think.
What is the other one? Peach?
Peach or barf?
I still don't like peach.
You got a good one this way.
Yeah. Peach is weird.
Lawn clippings it is.
Oh, that's...
Wow.
That is Tekido. You won't be able to hear him. If he has questions, I will relay them to you.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Tekido.
Again.
Hello.
Get in the camera.
This is Saul. He's helping out with the event. He's also a YouTuber, obviously a fellow gamer. And first of all, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
I have actually done Let's Plays with him before. This first time I met him in person, so it's pretty cool. And what do you think about the event so far?
Man, because I'm on staff, I've been running around a lot. Any game requests that I go, search the archive, get the disc for the proper system. Some guy asked me for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for PS4. I'm like, I don't think that's a thing, but anyway.
Sorry about the camera shifting and everything like that. By the way, it's Skype being retarded.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So yeah. What I was talking about was Kira's K-9. What? First of all, I'm going to put you on the spot. Have you donated?
Have I donated? No.
You donated time.
My donation is my time since about
I just wanted to
3
make you feel bad
this afternoon.
I just wanted to make you feel bad. You wouldn't be eligible for a giveaway anyway since you're on staff. So
yeah, I guess. Unless I whip some ass.
Now, we were talking about earlier about a couple things. How cerebral palsy isn't talked about a whole lot. Have you really, before knowing Kira and everything like that, have you really heard much about it? What do you know about cerebral palsy?
Well, cerebral palsy I never quite understood, even at a young age. I had a friend, Lucas. Who he had cerebral palsy ever since he was born. So did his brother Chandler. And but other than that, they were very very social, very able to talk, very intelligent. It was just physical inhibition, basically, like that. What it inhibited them from really walking. I know Lucas had what are those canes with the arm cufflinks?
Oh yeah. Now I can't just call them canes.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, he was a really cool dude, and I felt bad sometimes, but I never looked at him any different.
There's kind of a lot of people who don't really understand it have that misconception that there's some sort of mental disability there, and it's mostly physical.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about mobility, because things atrophy and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah.
It's not mental. The other thing that we were talking about before, because Kira's out now, before I kick you out of here, is that we were talking about gamers helping gamers. Have you had that experience before? What do you think about the whole situation? Do you think there's kind of misconception, all that sort of stuff?
When you say gamers helping gamers, I kind of would assume you mean like cooperating on a co-op video, right?
Well, I mean like anything like that. Like for instance, this is like gamers helping a gamer, because Kira's a gamer, she's disabled, we want to help her. And gamers have this misconception of being pretty self-centered or angry, or you know what I mean. Especially since this past year and all the events that happened. Have you done anything like this before? Have you experienced like a situation like this?
No. The last LAN party I was at that was hosted by the person I know, Ari Kora. I wasn't there, or Kira wasn't there for me to see her, but. Gamers helping gamers, I mean, for us YouTubers, it's kind of hard. We got to do a lot of things solo sometimes.
You do like charity live streams.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh god, what was it? I did a charity live stream, but it was a cooperative effort with Aria for Extra Life.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. I had so much fun playing that, and it was for a good cause.
If you were interested in playing Counter-Strike
God is speaking.
PC, we do have gaming computers here.
What do you mean, God?
Sign up. And the winner gets an Afterglow headset.
God's a fan of
we're playing deathmatch.
Yeah.
of Counter-Strike. Well, anyway.
Thank you.
God sounds a lot like Ari.
Yeah, it does. It's interesting. So Kira's here. Get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Get on my sights.
Damn, son.
I'm actually gonna have you come around because the wire's here. Just tell them to move.
All right. So we're currently in a little bit of a transition period.
Yeah. Yeah, and thanks, guys, who were starting to pop in. I saw Dufreak and Phil. Thanks for popping in again. This is Kira's K-9, and let's see. Is that okay? Are you more comfortable with being there? Because it's probably hard to move.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Because I got to get the microphone so you can speak into it and all that sort of stuff. Now, let me, how about you, like, just sit here, and I'll just turn everything.
I also have an elevator on this if you need me to.
No, you should be all right. All right.
Everybody clap for Josh being accommodating. That's not even like a slow clap.
Make sure I got this. Sorry, I bumped your thing.
That's okay. I turned it off.
All right. That is Kira right there. Say hello.
Hi.
Can you everyone hear Kira, or should I move this closer? Move this closer.
I can hear her fine.
All right, cool. They can hear you fine.
But you might want to move.
I'm going to lean on
anyway.
your chair. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So this is
I can hear her
Kira.
better than I can hear you.
This is the woman that's. This is all about. We're helping her get this the service dog, to help her gain more independence. I was talking to you earlier about how mobile you are, and you said that you can use a walker, but you have to be supervised. So one of the things, for instance, that the dog can do is give you more independence. For instance, you don't have to be around for Ari to help you out, for instance. So the dog will be there in case you fall. He'll help you up, or maybe get the emergency button that you have. What is that called, by the way?
Life alert.
Life alert. There we go. I was getting mixed in my head.
It is gonna be trained to grab a phone.
Okay.
And so it has to be a landline, but it's gonna be trained to help me get dressed and grab the phone if I were to fall and it couldn't get me up, like if I broke something.
Oh, to help you get dressed?
Yeah.
That's awesome, actually. I didn't even know that. So there you go. We're learning new stuff. So I wanted to talk to you. I talked to Ari about the whole organization and everything like that, but I wanted to talk to you about cerebral palsy because it's a disability that doesn't really get a lot of attention. So this is cool that this is gaining awareness for it, and it's something that has a lot of misconceptions with it. So tell me if you're not comfortable talking about anything like that.
No,
but,
that's fine.
For instance, with cerebral palsy, a lot of people have a misconception that there's some sort of mental disability there. And obviously, there's no mental disability. You're very intelligent. You go to school and everything like that. It's all about mobility, correct?
Well, it depends on the severity. Some people can have mental disabilities along with physical, but some of them can walk fine and then have mental disability, but it's still considered cerebral palsy. So there are different degrees, but I was lucky enough to get one of the better degrees. Considering I was 3 months premature and I had a twin that was taking my red blood cells, which caused a lack of oxygen to my brain.
Damn you, twin.
That was, I consider myself lucky because I wasn't even supposed to live past 2 days.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
I mean, I started Gears K-9 because I know the fees that are inquired with the service dogs. And after I get my dog, I intend to expand my organization to help others around central PA and anywhere in Pennsylvania that can't afford a service dog without my help.
That's awesome. And I didn't actually even know that you were planning on expanding on this. Because I was thinking about that. I was going to ask Ari, but I didn't get a chance about what we were going to do if there was like extra funds that passed the $5,000 for the dog. So that's what's going to happen. Is that's going to go towards the furthering the organization to help other people. So that's awesome.
I do have a question.
Yeah, what's your question? I'm going to relay it to you.
What is Kira's? And for those of you who are listening in, Kira can actually hear me talking, so Josh is going to relay everything.
Yep.
What is Kira's favorite video games? Like top 3.
He asked, "What are your top 3 favorite video games?"
Oh, I love anything Mario Party. That's my favorite. Donkey Kong, and I was also raised on WrestleMania games. So even though I don't watch wrestling anymore, that just brings back my memories with my dad on the 64. And you know, I have every Nintendo console there is ever.
64 is a good one. It's one of my favorites.
So that is what I pull out most of the time. Either the Super Nintendo or the original one or the 64. I kind of stay away from the Wii.
That's awesome. Yeah, the Wii's a little weird. I'm not a big fan. So that's awesome. There you go, Tech. That's yours. Another thing that, because you mentioned expense and things that you kind of have to deal with cerebral palsy. You were talking about the operations that you have to go through. You've gone through, 13 operations so far?
I'm going to be going through 13.
Okay, 12, and then the 13th's coming out.
Yeah.
And the 13th one is for what again?
My adductors have to be redone. I got it done when I was 2, but as you grow, the surgeries kind of reverse themselves. Right. So they have to keep up. You have to keep up on that. You have to keep up on physical therapy, obviously, after the surgeries. And the only reason I discovered it was I was having a lot of back pain, and that's what is apparently causing it.
And hopefully we can get you this. I'm not sure how long the process takes, but hopefully you can get this service dog sometime soon, so that way when you do go through this next surgery, I'm sure the dog will be able to help you out a lot, because you're going to be pretty immobile, because you're going to be in bed a lot, resting, because you're going to have big scars.
And surgery takes so much out of you. Like, it's such a invasive and an awful thing, and you know, humans aren't designed to be cut open and then sewn back up. So
yeah, he's talking about how it's pretty invasive and how people really aren't designed to be cut open, so it's going to be hard. But you've gone it through 12 times before, and you were mentioning you're pretty good with pain anyway. You sat through an hour and a half of tattooing.
Yeah.
Show off your one tattoo there, since that's
this one?
mobile there. Yeah, let me see if I can turn it down. There we go. See I
think it froze.
There we go.
It's kind of upside down.
Oh, it's behind the.
If you need to
move the microphone, Josh.
There you got it. So that's one of the tattoos there. Was that which one's? Is that the new one?
Is that a lambda symbol with like the wheelchair? Did the microphone drop? I feel like Josh just dropped the microphone.
Hey, she got
Josh
belligerent.
Is a gangsta.
She got belligerent.
What's that?
Yeah, she dropped the mic. There you go. What's that?
Was I correct? Is that a lambda symbol with the wheelchair?
It's script,
There's another one
so
there.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do that. That's her other one. It's got script on it.
Oh, that's cool. Those are really well
You
done.
can read it if you want to.
Says, get this camera back the way it
Fix
was.
that camera, Josh.
There it goes. Okay, it says, strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things that you once thought you couldn't. That's what that
Wow.
says. What is the one on your arm there?
That is a wheelchair heart, which was started by 3eLove, which is an organization that advocates for people that are in wheelchairs. I just added the cerebral palsy ribbon in there, and that my sisters and my twin, we all have them. So it's like a sister tattoo thing to raise awareness for CP. So people, when we go around, they can ask us, so what does that ribbon mean? You know, and it's happened often, which I need to give a big shout out to George Miller at Sinner Soul Tattoo. He has been the biggest sponsor I've had since starting Cures K-9. My logo was made by him, all of my tattoos were done by him, and he donated this awesome Mario painting for my raffle.
It is really cool looking. Too bad you guys aren't here physically, because that raffle prize is awesome. I want that on my
I
wall.
could have somebody go get it if you want to show it, if you think you can.
Yeah, if you have time for it. Everyone's gone, of course, but if we see someone, even if you were done here, I'll get someone next time I see them to show it off. But yeah, that's really awesome. And I'm trying to think, do you have any other questions, Tech?
No, everything's going good. I'm like, I don't know, I'm really inspired, you know, like it's just such a great thing. Like, and the really cool thing about this too is that, you know, usually you hear these charity things and you're like, oh, okay, that's like a faceless thing, but like it's weird. It is kind of weird, like seeing the person that it's helping, and like, you know, understanding that there are people who are just names on the screen who are real people with real problems and are like actually existing. So
yeah. By the way, Phil in the chat said tatted women are his weakness. So there you go. She's taken, Phil. Back off. Yeah, Ari and how long have you and Ari been together, by the way?
It will be 3 years on November 23rd.
There you go. Love, romance is in the air. And the other reason for that surgery too is so that eventually you can have a child, right?
Yeah.
So that's really cool too. Here's the picture, by the way, that she's talking about.
You can hold it. My hands are probably...
There's sorry, I gotta move that. There we go.
that looks like it's straight out of Nintendo.
It's
that
pretty
literally
awesome.
looks like it was that looks like it was promotional for for an actual game. That's great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'd buy that. I'd hang that up.
I want it for myself, but it's for the people here, so you know, whatever.
You could put raffle tickets in there.
Yeah.
All right, so who is this guy? Oh wait, what am I looking at? I don't know who he's talking about in the chat.
What?
I don't know. Do Freaking in chat has asked who is this guy. I don't know what he's talking about. So
probably neat.
maybe Soul. You meant that was Soul from earlier.
Oh, probably Ari.
No, that's Soul.
No, it's probably Ari.
I don't know. Ari has
the
got
tattoo
it.
artist.
Oh.
No,
What's the tattoo
Freak's
artist
asking
name?
about the tattoo artist.
George Miller.
George Miller. Where does he have like a website?
Yes, his Instagram is gmiller1028.
There you go. Check out the Instagram and you can see all the pictures of his art. It's really awesome. And last question. How have you been enjoying the event so far? What do you think?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
I mean, I like the social interaction. I like the awareness it's bringing. Ari has actually talked to me about doing this annually since I want to keep Cures
yeah.
K-9 going.
That'd be
and
awesome.
Todd likes the fact that he can help out too. Although, depending on how this event goes, we might need a bigger venue for
Yeah.
next year.
And Todd, by the
We're a
way,
little
is the guy that owns this game shop that we're doing the LAN party in. So thanks to Todd, who he actually had to leave because he does have a family, but he'll be here tomorrow since it's a whole weekend event. And so thanks to all of them. And is there anything else that you want to tell people about Cures K-9, about cerebral palsy, about the event, anything like that?
Well, if anybody wants a shirt similar to well, do you have yours?
Yeah, right here.
I can ship them out for $15.
$15. It goes to the charity. This is the shirt with the. Oh, I'm sorry. I just punched you in the head.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm terrible.
Come on, Josh.
There you go. That's the shirt right there. I'll move it closer so you can see the logo.
I'm just waiting to see the higher resolution version in the stream here.
Is that all right? Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's the shirt right there. Also on the back, it has like the list of sponsors. Indie Game Riot is on there somewhere. We actually, there's also Indie Game Riot shirts here for people. They're giving away a lot of really cool prizes. So maybe next time, if you're really dedicated or if you're around the area, you can stop by if you're due to this again next year and get all the really cool stuff.
I just don't know where. It probably will be here because Todd has discussed expanding depending on how well this goes.
The guy who made Mad Max. No, it's not the same guy. and Matei, there's a guy that we talked to who's a really good, cool pixel artist, and he made this beautiful framed pixel art piece. And maybe he'll do a piece for the future. He's from where was he from again?
Yeah,
Matei.
I can't remember. I'll send him an email.
Somewhere in Europe, Eastern Europe. I think it was like Slovakia or something like that. So that would be really cool too. That's for next year.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for talking to people about cerebral palsy, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. And we're gonna do the rest of the episode, and hopefully pull in some more donations to help you out. And of course, give away games. So donate. Games are to be given. Do it.
Yes.
You know what else we should do?
We should give people the spirit to donate in the next segment, which will also be about a game. Starting the Riot.
Starting Riot.
And this week on Starting the Riot, we have a game that I've actually been playing a lot of over the last few days, and I've also played Inebriated.
And are you sure you're not inebriated right now?
Maybe a little bit. And that is Human Resource Machine. Human Resource Machine is the latest game from the Tomorrow Corporation, and Tomorrow Corporation is known for games like Little Inferno and World of Goo, which are awesome, amazing games that not only had really cool, different mechanics that you play in the game, but also these crazy, like, dystopic stories that are just so enthralling that not only do you want to keep playing the game to get the story, but the game is actually also fun. And Human Resource Machine is no exception. Human Resource Machine, you start on the bottom floor in the simple mailroom, and your job is to basically create a line of code from the pre-built rules that are in the game to do the task that is before you and get all of the proper things into the outbox.
Math. It's hard.
Yeah, and it's not only math. But it's like, oh yeah, you need to get everything from the inbox to the outbox. And then it's like, all right, so you need to get these specific things from the inbox to the outbox. Here are a few more commands. Or it's like, anything that's a 0 we can't have in the outbox. Or, okay, now we only need 0s in the outbox. And there are a bunch of different commands. You can, like, play stuff on the floor. You can add things. There are jump commands and stuff. And it's all laid out very similarly to actual programming language. And I'm not very... I don't code. I don't really know any programming languages. But I do understand, like, the basics of it. So, like hearing, right here on the video, I know it's going to be a little bit delayed. It's like, oh, well, there's an error that had occurred. You need to fix this. So it feels a lot like you actually are coding, and it's like, all right, you put in some code, and you're like, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? You have to go back and debug and make sure it works.
I don't know.
You keep going up, and every once in a while, there's a little tidbit of story. You were saying?
When I played it, I got to the point where the first split happens on, like, the level map.
Yeah.
And like the one optional area, I didn't realize it was going to be like math out the ass. And at first it wasn't so bad. It was like, oh, just add them together. And then times them by 10. I was like, oh, that's pretty challenging. Then times them by 40. I was like, fuck that. And I moved on.
And it's like they don't give you a whole lot of commands. And in my head, I was a little bit screwed up because I was like, I would look at some of the commands and I would look at them as like if commands in code or whatever, but it's a jump if. So like you really have to learn the language of the game, and I'm wondering if somebody who knows a lot more about code might actually have a harder time playing this game because of all that information. Yeah, because of all that information that they have in their mind. Like, okay, so you can do an if command or an and command. The problem is that it's that at least up until the point where
farther than I did, obviously.
Yeah. Well, no, I've got about the copy to, copy from, and jump if zero and add and stuff like that. But yeah, it's actually pretty challenging, and you have to learn the language that it gives you. But the story is really cool. I haven't unlocked too much of the story yet, but it just gives you enough to be like, all right, I want to keep playing.
The story is really cool.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, if you ever heard of a game called Little Inferno, it's the same developer, Tomorrow Corporation. Mm-hmm. And Little Inferno kind of had to. It's kind of weird because this is a little bit more of a game than Little Inferno was. Although that had puzzle aspect of you had to make a combination of certain things to
and like achievement.
Yeah, to get the achievements and stuff like that. And that was like the whole point of the game, and then to progress through the story. It's very satirical.
That was easy.
There's a lot of social commentary in it. And this is actually kind of the same way. Although, like I said, there's a little bit more obvious puzzleness to this because of all the patterns of programming you have to figure out in the math, which, by the way, for me personally, and it's hard for me because this is such a personal thing. I'm so bad at math that it makes me that takes points away from this game for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I almost was like, no, I don't want to do it, but I didn't want to not do it because that's just me. I found that the math aspect of it was fine because whenever I was posed with a problem of math, I was like, I'm just gonna throw more adds at the problem, and if I get a bigger number, I'll be able to I'll take some adds away, or if I need a bigger number, I'll put more adds in there and just hope for the best. You know? I don't know. But the other thing that sucks too is that when you mess up and you reset. Yeah. Then it gives you all new numbers and patterns. So it's like the previous thing that you did.
But a lot of times the numbers and patterns don't matter. Like the only one, like right now we're watching a clip of me write bug. And I didn't really understand the code because I was like, all right, so should it be spelled bug the proper way and start at the back? And I was like, no, that's not really what we want. And then, I did a jump, which you just saw me fail there. Like they just want bug. But like that's the only one where I've really experienced all right, you have to have specific numbers in a specific sequence. I don't think they're that rough. I feel like almost every single level is sort of randomly generated because you'll play a level and the numbers will be one way and you'll restart and the numbers that show up are different. So I feel like it's not necessarily do this actual literal math and more make a program that can do the math for you.
And Prep actually said that one of the levels he said he solved it, but it wasn't the way that the game wanted you to solve it. And so I think he also got farther than I did, so I'm not exactly sure.
He got farther than I did.
But if that's the case, that's kind of shitty. But
but I mean, come on, it's a game about programming. They can't absolutely program every single option into the game.
It's a game about programming. They should program everything.
And but it's actually a lot of fun. I recommend if you're going to drink and play this game, make sure to do it in the beginning.
Drinking makes me do numbers better.
Yeah, because there was a point in time where I was looking at this and I was like, and I was a few drinks in and I was like, and you can't see my face, but I'm squinting at the screen and I'm like, what am I supposed to do right now? I don't. Is that is this gonna work? And it's like. And I will say one of the biggest complaints that I have about this game is that the settings options are either impossible to find or so limited that I can't change the volume of the game because I was playing this game and the game is so loud and I'm like, all right, I want to turn the volume down, and I had no way of getting into a menu and lowering the game volume. I had to actually lower the volume on my computer. And I can do that because there's a keyboard shortcut on my computer that does that. But
I don't know. Well, what's the basic information? I can't have Steam open, so
here let me get that for you really quick. I was just talking about it. So it is from Tomorrow Corporation. You can pick it up for $9.99 on Humble or Steam, and that is for Windows or Mac. You can also pick up the MP3, the MP3, the soundtrack.
I guess technically it's an MP3.
Yeah, it is an MP3. It said MP3. I was like, MP3? What? You can't play a game on an MP3. and you can get it on Steam, GOG, or Humble Store. And they are coming out with Wii U and tablet versions. Mm-hmm. And that was one of those things that this game could definitely play very, very well on mobile. And I'm kind of excited to have it as mobile so more people can play it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was being talked to.
Yeah, so $9.99. I don't know if it's on sale right now on Steam. It might be, but I can't tell you that because I turned off Steam.
I can't. I don't have Steam on this laptop, so I'd check it myself.
You can check it out on tomorrowcorporation.com. They have Little Inferno and Human Resource Machine listed, all right there, and they have 3 people working for them.
There you go.
It's literally it's a 3-person team.
They also one of the guys there also did World of Goo, by the way.
Yeah, World of Goo,
which is a big
which I listed. I guess it's not technically a Tomorrow Corporation game.
No, but they worked on it.
I would consider it, yeah.
And World of Goo is like a lot of people consider that one of the legendary classics, along with Braid and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a really cool take on games. If you want to play something different, play Human Resource Machine.
There you go. Well, you know what else we should play with?
Ourselves.
Exactly, because it's time for Peep Show.
Please give all your attention to Early Access.
This week on Peep Show, we have a Kickstarter, another amazing, beautiful point-and-click game called Memoranda, and I'm going to get the gameplay. I'm going to get gameplay footage up, and then I got to go find the information on it because I do not have my normal setup.
If you need any help.
I got it. I just gotta do this real quick. I got it. There we go. And the information once I get that up. All right, here we go. So Memoranda is a game by Bit Biters. Get that with a Z and a Y in Biters. It's a point-and-click adventure game with a touch of magical realism. And it's actually really cool. The art in it is really cool, and it's kind of mixed in with that.
The crazy thing is that when I first saw this, and I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
But when I first saw this game, I looked at the art and I was just like, oh man, this is something different. This is something special.
Well, if you go to this Kickstarter page, you'll see what we're talking about. Oh, you already linked it. If you go to the Kickstarter page, you'll see what we're talking about, where it's actually is mixed in with realism. The art is mixed in with these. There's one really cool one of a tow truck on a farm. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to figure out how much. Okay, there we go. And you're actually seeing it in the gameplay or the trailer here that they have. I'm playing for you, and the character design is really cool too. And I'm starting with the art because that's the first thing that drew me to it.
Yeah.
The character design is really cool too because I particularly like the guy with the chicken head. I don't know why. I just really like the design. And they're looking for currently $13,695. They are at. They actually already beat their goal with 22 days to go. They have currently 14,856. So get your things in now so you can get them to their stretch goals, which I can get down to. Do you see the stretch goals?
Yes, I do. Oh, the stretch goals.
Mobile release. Once they get to 17,000, they're going to get a mobile release on iOS. And that's all they have listed now. I'm sure once they break that, which I think they will, they'll probably come out with new things.
And what's awesome too is that they already and by the way, props to these guys for having, in my opinion, one of the best Kickstarter campaigns that I've ever seen, because not only do they are they able to cram so much useful information into their Kickstarter campaign, but it is not 1,000 like scroll wheel scrolls down. Like everything is condensed, everything is easy. They have animated GIFs, and like this is one of my favorite things that I've ever seen on a Kickstarter page is how much work is done, and they have an animated GIF of what they already have done. Story and the puzzle designs, it's done.
Very
Graphics
well done.
and animation, 90% done. Coding and debugging, it's like 75%.
The most they need to do still is the audio with music and voiceover.
Yeah. And you know, really for a point and click adventure, other than the art, it's the most audio is the most important thing in a point and click adventure.
Right. And
visually and you know, artistically.
Where this money is going to, they have the pie chart down here. Sound design 25%, the coding and debugging 25%, music 25%, and then 15% for voiceover. The rest goes to Kickstarter fees.
Yeah, and the fact that they're voicing this over, like, I'm so happy about that.
And only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are involved. Very small team, and a lot of art assets to be done, a lot of audio to be done. DRM free.
But the art is so beautiful.
The other thing, just to kind of take a look at some of these rewards, from $3, you get the thank you, and you'll get your name on their Facebook page and the backer section on the website. For
$12 US, you get a digital copy.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you get the copy of it. $100, you get the main character will talk about you in one of her main dialogues.
That's so cool.
It's actually really cool. But I know, that's all gone.
It's all taken. You can't buy that anymore.
All right, so the next one... Actually, all of them are taken all the way up to the very highest one.
The $2,600.
There's still 2 of those left. $2,600.
No, sorry. 1978 for US.
Because actually he's Canadian, so it converts over to 1978 in US dollars. So for that amount of money, you or your company will be credited as an executive producer in the credits, plus 10 copies of the game and soundtrack, printed art book, and printed poster. I'm sure that you'll get everything below that.
You know, Josh, if this was a more profitable company, I would be like, hey, that's a really great advertisement. Give them some money.
Absolutely. And let's see, before that, because those are all gone, $50 will get you a digitally signed poster and personalized with your name, plus all the previous rewards. So still room left. Unfortunately, all those really cool ones are gone. That sucks.
Yeah, but you know, I'm just glad that they
well, maybe they'll add some more stuff because they got plenty of time left on this campaign.
Yeah, and now they have 22 days. They already raised $14,000. That's so much money. And like, I'm stuttering a lot. I'm sorry.
The whole thing.
This is a really exciting project.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're doing a great job. They already have so much done, and like I just wish them the best. I just hope that this game can come out at a reasonable time.
Good job.
In terms of point-and-click adventures, there are a lot coming out, and there are only a few that you should really check out, and this one might be one that you might be interested in.
Good job, Bitbiters. Keep up the good work. We're looking forward to when that comes out. Send us, well, hopefully we can just pay for it, but if you do send us and we do pay for it, we can just give it away, I guess. But anyway, we're looking forward to playing it and possibly featuring on the show when it's fully released. Maybe it'll be maybe it'll be a Riot of the Year, which is coming up, by the way.
Maybe. No, hype.
You know what else is coming up?
I almost said the wrong thing, but that would be the time that you I'm just making sure I got this right. Yeah, you bring out your phones, you sit down, you become antisocial, and you go mobile. And this week on Going Mobile, we are going to The Doom Beneath. It is a game-based graphic novel. I did it again. Novel. It's like I'm typing wrong. Game-based graphic novel. It's hard to say. Come on. That you can buy right now for $2.99 on the Apple Store or Google Play or Amazon if you have an Amazon phone. Whatever.
Kindle.
It is a graphic novel that's sort of like a choose your own adventure with, some combat in it and stuff. There are achievements, there's health, weapons, consumable items. It's fully narrated, turn-based, a branching narrative, puzzles waiting to be solved. and you can play right now on your phone. And these sort of games, one of those things that I've always wished for the mobile games is to sort of go back to when old school games like on the handheld systems still had story, still had awesome gameplay. And finally, there are a lot more games coming out that actually have story, and this is one of them. And the art is beautiful. It's sort of like a sketch style, but it still has a lot of detail and a lot of polish on it. It's just like it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Do Freaking. So yeah, no, Do Freakin's in the background saying there's no video, but the video should have been playing the entire time.
It is playing on my end.
Yeah.
So
I think it's just you. So
yeah,
figure it out.
You might want to refresh.
Yeah. But anyway, you can always go check out the website. They have the video on there if you missed it.
Yeah, it's thedoombeneath.com.
Imagine that.
Yeah, exactly. And really, like for $3 for a phone game, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you get in this. Like, it's sort of like buying a book, but it's a book that you don't just have to read. You can actually play and choose your direction, and it's scary.
Right. And
I'm always surprised that this wasn't a choice that you guys that we did for the Halloween episode.
No, I trust me, I've got games for that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to see what the what's
sort
their
of like a comic book style art, I guess. It looks sort of like a comic book or like a graphic novel would.
Well, yeah.
What are you looking for?
It's a motion graphic novel with interactions, open-ended storyline, and all that sort of stuff. I was looking for what the dev name was. It's Robot and Monster Productions, in case anyone's interested in that. Okay. Go tell them good job and check it out.
3 people.
Check it out on iOS currently.
Or Android.
Or Android, or apparently Kindle.
Yeah.
They said it was just iOS and Android, but they can only give the iOS code, so there's that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what's happening with people's things, but, I mean, it's still working on your end, huh?
It is still working on my end.
I don't know. Well, it is the end of the show anyway.
Yes. All good things must come to an end.
Look at you stealing my line.
Sorry. Rev's not here. I got to pick up some slack.
So a few things. Again, this is Kira's K-9 charity event. Please, $1, any dollar amount helps if you can
and if you're listening to this on YouTube, there's going to be a link in the description where you can still donate. This isn't just a one-day thing. We want to really help her out. You saw her on the show. It's a really good cause.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a really cool person to talk to and get to know. So thank you to Ari, to Solus, Solus. I've been playing too much Dragon Age. To Solus.
Yeah.
God damn it. Soul. And of course Kira. Thank you to everyone listening live on stream, and thank you to everyone here who is donating and doing what they can to help. Again, if you donate, for every $1 that you donate, that will be an entry into getting a 5 or more game indie game prize pack to win.
Yes.
So that is also more incentive to donate if it just being a good person isn't incentive enough. So thank you so much for that. If you are particularly rich and would like to help Indie Game Riot, we do have a Patreon if you like what we're doing. It's patreon.com/Indie Game Riot. And you can help us grow and do more cool things like this, and maybe even help out in more financial ways this way. And that's one of the big goals in the long term that we have for Indie Game Riot, is to eventually set up a fund that we can do, because you mentioned like giving them Memoranda and helping them out like that way. Deserving indie games, deserving indie devs, helping them progress in their development, or just themselves, like maybe going to school if we see a lot of talent in them. Of course, there would be a lot of discussion for the audience to give in. It's not just going to be us making a decision. But again, that's a future goal. But that's the kind of thing that we want to do if you do decide to help us out on Patreon. Again, patreon.com/Indie Game Riot. Thank you so much for your consideration. If you know any indie games, indie devs, any news that you come across and you want to let us know, want us to feature on the show, please contact us. There's tons of ways to do it. First of all, we stream live every Friday evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always chat with us on Hitbox that way. You can also tweet at us at IGR Podcast, or go on Facebook.com/IGR Podcast, or just email us, contact@IndieGameRiot.com. Of course, everything, the contact information and more, including articles we mentioned in the in-between segments, our Factorio article that's been really gotten a lot of attention, is on IndieGameRiot.com, our website.
Yes.
Any last words, sir?
Other than that, I'm looking forward to Rev's return and our Halloween episode next week, which is you're gonna have to step up on the releasing the episodes.
I'm getting on it, man.
You are. No, it's actually, you're doing a great job. So looking forward to that. Other than that, just chilling. Just have a good time, play some indie games, enjoy.
Here's K-9. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
See you next time, guys. Have a good one, folks.
There you go. Toodles.